What's happening, Premier Planet? Justin Barlow coming at you from inside the Premier Studio in Woodstock, Illinois. Here to fill you in on all the excitement you might have missed out on if you weren't in the house for PPW 246 this last Saturday night. We opened the evening with a newcomer here in PPW, the self-proclaimed King Leon, as in lion, Spanish for lion. Trent Taylor from Bowling Green, Kentucky, went one-on-one with PPW veteran Wrestling Andy. Now, Trent Taylor, very brutal style competitor, but could not match with Andy's experience and eccentric ring style. Andy seals the deal for Trent Taylor with an Andy bomb off the second rope and walks away with a victory in the opening contest. Following that match, one-on-one match, Mr. Electricity Chase Gosling taking out Premier Academy standout Slick Willy in this match. Chase Gosling is able to deliver a running knee to Willy to earn the pinfall, but Chase wasn't satisfied with this victory. He takes a microphone and issues an open challenge to anyone in the back. Well, Chase, as the old saying goes, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. Out comes 310 pounds of the Alaskan Savage Wolfman Huck. Chase Gosling, trying to back out of it, finally decides just to go ahead and try and take on Huck. Chase Gosling is actually able to pull out yet another victory here with an impressive powerbomb. He actually got the big 300-pounder up and slammed him down with a powerbomb to pick up a victory against Wolfman Huck. After that match, one-on-one, it was Conor, the self-proclaimed favorite son of McHenry County, taking on Jose Acosta, who earlier in the week stepped up to the plate to answer Conor's open challenge, much to the chagrin of Jose's amigos, Inestra and Semse, the tag team champions. They didn't want Jose fighting Conor because, in their words, Conor is down with the brown, as in he's supportive of all sorts of different ethnicities and cultures. They did not want Jose facing Conor, but Jose, itching for some competition, went on with the match, and he was able to pull out a victory thanks to a split-legged moonsault springing off that top rope to get a pinfall on Conor. And then, Premier Planet, it was non-title action. The symbol of excellence, Matt Vine, the 5-time PPW champion, going one-on-one with a young man who many people say is the best high flyer to come out of the state of Kentucky, Brandon Wolfe. These guys had a half-hour time limit to work with. Many people thought that this was going to be a one-sided matchup and that Vine was going to run away with a victory, but Brandon Wolfe, using that agility against Vine's brute force, everything Vine threw at this kid, Wolfe was able to kick out of and escape from, and in the end, neither man could seal the deal. The time limit, all 30 minutes of it, expired. Matt Vine, very distraught over this. He wanted to make an example out of this newcomer. This kid gives up at like a good 40-50 pounds to the champion. So Matt Vine feeling like there's a little egg on his face. Brandon Wolfe really showing his grit and his gusto against the champion. But again, neither man with the victory. However, it was the decision of Premier COO Randy Ritchie to extend an open invitation to Brandon Wolfe. Randy recognized the heart and determination on this kid and said anytime he wants to come back to Premier Pro Wrestling, he is going to be able to get a World Heavyweight Championship match against Matt Vine. So Matt Vine kind of needs to have eyes in the back of his head at this point because Brandon Wolfe could return at any point to cash in that title opportunity. Following the non-title match, one-on-one match, it was originally supposed to be Sky Blue taking on Rose Wild. Unfortunately, Rose was unable to attend due to personal circumstances, so the ruling body of Premier Pro Wrestling decided to make the match a Sky's Choice match. Sky would be able to choose her own opponent on the spot, and she chose the Science Marcus Smith, the self-proclaimed, and many say self-deluded, comedian of Premier Pro Wrestling. Sky Blue and Marcus tore it up in the ring, but in the end, as Sky was getting a lot of offense in, Marcus rolls Sky up, and with a handful of Sky's trunks is able to steal a victory from Sky Blue and walk out with his head held high. Meanwhile, Sky had to leave with the embarrassment of losing in her first Sky's Choice match, but this coming Saturday night, we are going to have ourselves another Sky's Choice match, and Sky is going to be able to choose her own opponent again this Saturday night. And then it was time for the main event, folks. 2 out of 3 falls for the PPW World Tag Team Championships. The challengers, Not Bad Chad and Anakin, who earned the right in last week's Random Fandom Tag Team Elimination Gauntlet, taking on the team of Inestra and Sensei, the reigning PPW Tag Team Champions, with Jose Acosta in their corner. The first fall in this match goes to the challengers, Anakin and Not Bad Chad. Chad with a roll-up on Inestra, springing him off the ropes, rolls him back, uses that momentum, gets a pinfall, but the champions answer right back as Chad was going for another pinfall off of a sunset flip. The referee gets distracted. That's when Sensei comes over, rolls Inestra on top of Chad, and the tag team champions tie the score, which brings us into the third and final fall. You folks can see for yourself what transpired at the end of this match. A lot of people not happy with the way this one ended.
We'll fight another day. I'll see you around. I'll see you around. Okay.
So as we were in our final round and it looked like we were coming close to maybe even crowning new tag team champions, out comes Mr. Electricity Chase Gosling, forcing the referee to throw the match out due to the outside interference. But here's where it gets interesting, folks. Chase is in the ring, and in comes Jose with a chair, wielding a chair against Chase Gosling. The two stare down each other. Chase eventually backs down, leaves Jose in the ring. Definitely an interesting development here. We don't know where Jose's head is at. Was he defending the tag champs, Inestra and Sensei, or is a small part of him maybe wanting to defend Anakin and Not Bad Chad? Again, Jose and Anakin are former tag team champions in Premier Pro Wrestling. Nobody really knows where Jose's head is at, but for right now, all we know is that he's still aligned with the tag team champions. But that's going to bring us to this Saturday, folks. Due to the circumstances surrounding the end of the match in our main event, Anakin and Not Bad Chad are going to get another crack at the tag team champions this Saturday night in a 2 out of 3 falls, no disqualification match. That's right, no disqualifications this coming Saturday night. We are more likely than ever to either see a clean retention or new Premier Pro Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. Also coming up this Saturday night, as I mentioned before, it will be Sky's choice. Sky Blue will be able to choose her own opponent. We will also have in the house in a non-title match against the symbol of excellence, Matt Vine, longtime Chicago wrestling veteran and longtime friend of Premier Pro Wrestling. Do you know where I'm going with this, folks? That's right, the Love Machine. Matt Longtime returns to Premier Pro Wrestling. He's going to go one-on-one against the champ in non-title action, and for a future title opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship, we're going to have a 4 corners elimination match. It's going to be Jose Acosta taking on Wrestling Andy, taking on Mr. Electricity Chase Gosling, taking on the 2019 Challenge Pro Cup champion Anakin, and one of these men will walk out with a guaranteed opportunity at the PPW World Heavyweight Championship sometime in the future. Premier Pro Wrestling, I want to remind everyone, as I always do, I can't stress it enough, you can continue to support us by following us everywhere you may roam on social media. Give us a like on Facebook, find us on Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube, find us on Twitter and Snapchat. Both of those are at Premier Planet, and if you haven't already done so, make sure you get on PremierProWrestling.com, click the on-demand link, and start your 2-week free trial of PPW On Demand. And once your 2 weeks expires, it's just $4.99 per month to keep streaming all the Premier Pro Wrestling content your heart desires. This Saturday night, folks, you're going to want to be in the house for Sky's Choice, the return of the Love Machine, Matt Longtime, the PPW World Tag Team Championships, and a 4 corners elimination match for a future opportunity at the PPW World Heavyweight title. I'm Justin Barlow. We'll see you folks out here this Saturday night.
Nice.